Naimbag na aldaw kenyayo aming kakabsat, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome sa Usapang Tito Manny. Kahapon po nung inaresto si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, nagbunyi po ang mas nakararaming Pilipino and that is the truth. Pero syempre kailangan mag-ingay ng kampo ng DDS para masabing malakas ang puwersa nila. So lahat ng alipores ni dating Pangulo, mula kay VP Sara, kanila Salpanelo, kanila Harry Roque, Vic Rodriguez, Lorraine Badoy at lahat na po yan. Kasama na ang mga vloggers at mga supporters. Iisa ang script nila. Wala daw warrant of arrest, illegal detention, kidnapping, unconstitutional. Kaya nagpunta pa sila sa Supreme Court, naghain ng kung ano-anong petisyon. May mga fake news pa nga na isinabay sa pagkakaaresto kay dating Pangulo para mabawasan yung impact ng kanyang pagkakaaresto at mapunta ang atensyon kay First Lady Lisa Marcos, kay President Bongbong Marcos na nasa States daw kasi nakadetine dahil ganito, dahil ganyan. Pero nahuli kaagad na fake news sila dahil kagabi nagsalita po si President Bongbong Marcos at inilabas naman ang pahayag ng gobyerno. Okay, hindi lang po ni President Bongbong Marcos, kundi yung side ng government tungkol dito sa pinapakalat nila sa unlawful arrest, walang warrant of arrest, illegal this, illegal that. Pero ipinagtanggol ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte bilang isang legal na hakbang at hindi paglabag sa soberenya ng Pilipinas. Iyan po ang isang pinagigiitan nila. Paglabag daw sa soberanya. Kung nabasa nyo yung statement ni Sara Duterte, talagang puro paawa sila. Talagang binaliktad na nila lahat na naman. As usual, yun po yung style ng mga DDS. Sa isang late night press briefing kagabi, inanunsyo ni Marcos ang pag-alis ng eroplanong magdadala kay Duterte sa The Hague upang harapin ang investigasyon ng International Criminal Court kaugnay ng madugong kampanya laban sa illegal na droga. Lumipad ang eroplano mula Maynila bandang 11:03 p.m. kahapon. Taliwas sa mga batikos ng mga kaalyado ni Duterte, sinabi ni Marcos na legal ang pag-aresto at alinsunod ito sa mga kasunduan ng Pilipinas sa Interpol. Buod ng pahayag ni Pangulong Marcos, una, sinunod ng pamahalaan ang lahat ng legal na proseso sa pag-aresto kay Duterte. Ang kahilingan na ipatupad ang ICC arrest warrant ay natanggap ng gobyerno mula sa Interpol bandang 3:00 ng madaling araw ng Martes. Walang paglabag sa soberanya ng bansa dahil hindi ito bahagi ng investigasyon ng ICC. Ginawa ang pag-aresto dahil sa kahilingan ng Interpol, hindi dahil sa ICC. At panghuli, may obligasyon ang Pilipinas na tumulong sa Interpol tulad ng pagtulong nito sa bansa sa paghuli ng mga pugante noon. Panoorin po natin itong press briefing ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kagabi para marinig naman po natin ang side ng gobyerno at hindi tayo magpadala sa mali-maling statement ng mga DDS. Let's all watch this.
Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte took off at 11:03 p.m. this evening and exited Philippine airspace. The plane is en route to The Hague in the Netherlands, allowing the former president to face charges of crimes against humanity in relation to his bloody war on drugs. The former president was earlier placed in government custody at Villamor Air Base after his common law wife, Hanilet Avancenia, and members of his entourage arrived at 9:20 this morning from Hong Kong on Cathay Pacific flight number CX-907. Mr. Duterte was arrested in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. Hours before his arrival, Interpol Manila received an official copy of the ICC warrant. This prompted the Prosecutor General of the Department of Justice to serve the warrant. Interpol asked for help, and we obliged because we have commitments to the Interpol, which we have to fulfill. If we don't do that, they will no longer help us with other cases involving Filipino fugitives abroad. This is what the international community expects of us as the leader of a democratic country that is part of the community of nations. So I'm sure that the details that surround this what has happened today are familiar to you. I just wanted to make very, very clear and give you the facts from for the departure of former President Duterte from the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Kanina po ay nagpaabot ng tanong ang mga miyembro ng Malacanang Press Corps at atin po itong sasagutin. Question number 1. Mr. President, meron po bang pisikal na kopya ng warrant of arrest laban kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte mula sa ICC?
Oh, meron. This came in. Actually, it came in. I received it from Secretary Remulla. I received it at 3 a.m. last night, and I looked at it, and we went back and forth. 6:30, he wrote me again, and he said, "We have it already. We have the warrant of arrest from Interpol." And I said, "Okay, we'll put all our plans into place, and sige, let's proceed as we had discussed." Now that's what's happened. So yes, there is a very clear document that will explain that will explain the basis on how we conducted this arrest of former President Duterte.
Sir, is it okay if we give them a copies of the arrest warrant, photocopies of the arrest warrant? Will that be possible?
Do we have limitations on that?
We have the limitations, but we can.
We have here the SILG, who has been, of course, part and parcel of the entire operation.
We will provide the PCO with a digital copy. It has been attested by the Secretary of Justice and the Department of Justice as a lawful and legal warrant. We will publish it after this press conference, and you can use it as reference.
These are. It's very simple. It's a request to the Philippine government from Interpol to enforce the arrest warrant, and of course we comply with our commitments to Interpol. We did not do this because it was derived from or it came from ICC. We did this because Interpol asked us to do it, and we have commitments to them, and we lived up to those commitments.
Sir, thank you, sir. Second question, sir. Mr. President, sinasabi ng kampo ni PRRD na unlawful arrest daw itong ginawang pag-aresto sa kanya.
Well, we followed every single necessary procedure. We had a very good basis on which to serve that warrant and to read him his rights. We followed all the legal procedures that are necessary. So I'm confident that if in further examination, you will find that it is proper and correct.
Sir, third question from the MPC. Mr. President, may violation ba ito sa ating soberanya, itong pagkaka-aresto kay dating Pangulong Duterte?
No. Bakit naman? Dahil consistent naman tayo. Hindi tayo tumutulong sa investigasyon ng ICC. Meron tayong contact sa kanila, natural. Pero no, not on an official level. We didn't help them in any way. The arrest that we did today was in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. It just so happened that came from ICC. But it's not because it came from ICC. It's because it came from Interpol.
Pang-apat po na tanong, Mr. President, sinasabi po nila na ito ay political persecution lamang at may kaugnayan din daw sa 2028 elections.
Okay, well, I'm sure sasabihin nila yan. But this case started in 2017 when we were still members of the ICC. And it was during the time of former President Duterte. So I don't see how that can be political persecution on my part, because it was initiated before I even came into the picture. So that would seem. But once again, we have to recognize that, you know, of course, it's natural for people to put lalagyan ng politika, kulay ng politika. Pero sinundan lang natin yung ICC, yung Interpol. Wala tayong, hindi natin kinakausap yung ICC. Marami silang hinihingi sa atin ng mga dokumento, wala kaming binigay. Yun lamang, hindi natin mahindian ang Interpol. Pag sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami, kailangan namin kunin itong taong ito. Dahil, kung maalala ninyo, lahat ng mga tumakas dito sa Pilipinas, kagaya ni Alice Go, kagaya ni Arnie Tevez, kung sino-sino pa, pati naman yung mga human trafficking sa Myanmar, pati sa mga madadamay, sinong tumulong sa atin para makita natin yung mga ating kababayan na inaapi at ginagamit sa masamang paraan? Ang Interpol. Kaya naman, dapat naman tayo, pagka sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami sa ganito, tumulong kayo. Kaya naman, ganun ang ginawa natin.
Maraming salamat, Mr. President, sa paglilinaw ninyo. You want to ask another question?
All right, sure.
Sir, there are calls for people power. There are, in fact, as we speak, protest actions ongoing. Would you like to address the supporters of the former president?
The supporters of the former president? Well, you know, again, the government is just doing its job. Wala namang, it's not because it's one person or another that we do the things that we do. Maybe sa nung mga nakaraan na mga administrasyon, baka ganun ang ginagawa. Pero para sa akin, hindi naman ganun. Sumusunod tayo sa batas. We are a member of the community of nations. We must live up to our responsibilities, to the commitments that we have made to the community of nations. And that is what's happened here. Politics doesn't enter into it. Bakit? Why that? You know, he's never going to be a candidate for anything. Why go after him? Di ba? At saka 2017 pa ito, wala pa ako. Civilian pa ako noon. So this is the evolution of his case. And this is where we end up. Yeah. All right?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
So ayan, maliwanag ang pahayag ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kung hindi nyo naintindihan ang kanyang mga sinabi, ibig sabihin po niyan, ayaw nyo lang intindihin. So tanggapin nyo man o hindi ang paliwanag ni Pangulong Bongbong, nasa sa inyo na yan. Hindi namin kayo pinipilit. Bahala kayong ma-stress sa buhay ninyo. Dahil ang importante, nahuli na si dating Pangulo at nasa dahig na. Tulad ng bagong petisyon na inihain ng anak ni dating Pangulo na si Kitty Duterte. Tingnan natin kung may mangyayari doon. Dahil tandaan natin, noon pa man, kinatigan na ng Supreme Court na dapat makipag-cooperate ang Pilipinas sa ICC. Pero syempre, hindi po natin mapipilit yung mga ayaw maniwala. Dahil may sariling mundo po yan eh. Ang importante po, nagbubunyi ang karamihan ng mga Pilipino, lalo na yung mga naging biktima ng EJK sa war on drugs ni dating Pangulo. Pero maging alerto po tayo dahil hindi po titigil ang mga DDS at siguradong manggugulo pa rin ang mga yan. Ipagpipilitan pa rin nila na tama sila at illegal ang pagkakaaresto kay dating Pangulo. Well, sabi nga nila, abangan ang susunod na kabanata. Kayo po, ano ang masasabi ninyo? Comment lang po down below and I will see you in my next video. Diyos ti Agnina.